Question was about human resource capacity development in all the three sectors. So I'll ask the three presenters to speak on each of the sectors. The second question was about how sure are we, the question I was asking, how sure is he that investments in Uganda are safe when some people, to use his words, are untouchable? That was the second one. And the final one from Mr. Mwanguzi is about how much due diligence is done before contracts are awarded, and what also he views as, again, a poor communication on the part of the government regarding various issues, particularly the oil sector. So before I hand over, I will make an attempt to answer the second one about how safe are investments in Uganda. I would like to assure everybody that Uganda is governed by rule of law. Whatever investments that you intend to make in any sectors will be governed by the law of Uganda and international law as applicable. In the particular cases of some public officials who have been alleged to have committed or taken part in some misdeeds, due process is always done, as you would expect in a country where there is rule of law. Each matter are taken to courts of law, and decisions, the orders of the court are always respected. We have not seen any instance where if somebody is named on the floor of parliament, that does not necessarily imply that that person is guilty of whatever he is accused of doing. And you have been, those of you who have been following the Ugandan media, you know that in the past 8 months or so, some cabinet ministers did step aside to give room for investigations into alleged misconduct on their part to be done. There's ongoing due process. The matter is not yet concluded, and I believe, as law-respecting people, we should let the due process take its course. It's the only way we can guarantee freedom of speech and freedom of investment on everybody. Because if every allegation is going to be allowed to hold ground, that itself will erode the very basis of the environment, the enabling environment we're building for sustainable, for development and investment in our country. That is what I have to say about on the issue of human resource development. I'll ask the three presenters from roads, railway, and oil and gas to make their presentation, and also on the issue of due diligence on contracts. Thank you.
Actually, as Mr. Kateba comes, I wanted to also sneak in one. Again, I'm widely read as a journalist. Could you clarify on Rift Valley Railway versus Uganda Railways Corporation? Because I heard you talk about it earlier, and some of us were under the impression that Charles Mbire, who holds the 15% stake, had taken over Rift Valley Railways and Uganda Railways Corporation. So there seems to be a sort of confusion on that. And then with the kind of synergy, I think it would be good for you to tell us what you guys are doing in terms of working with the road, because I know that the National Road Fund has a lot of money to develop that sector, but some of the roads are destroyed because of the heavy vehicles transporting merchandise to the western part of, say, DRC and Rwanda. So what are you guys doing about that to kind of help our economy? Thank you so much. And maybe before you start, there is a friend of Uganda, this gentleman who had a daughter's wedding, told him to come and say hello to you. Do you mind, because it's going to be leaving? Maybe before. He was on the other side.
This is my daughter's wedding, and we just got her married. And so we're having the reception next door, and they just introduced the wedding party. I am a friend of Uganda. I love Uganda. I was in your beautiful country. Well, first of all, let me clarify. I'm an American. I'm proud to be an American, and there's no United States of America. And I tell every Ugandan that too. I don't mind. I'm proud of my country. However, I love Uganda. I was in Uganda last 2 years ago, in 2010, and I do work as a business consultant. I was there for 3 weeks. I worked in northern Uganda at Lira. You know where that is? And I did consulting work for Mukwano. Mukwano is the largest employer in Uganda, headquartered in Kampala. But they have facilities all around Uganda. I'm going back August 15th for another 3 weeks, and I'm going to be working in southern Uganda. Don't ask me the name of the city yet, because I just got my assignment less than a week ago. And I'm going to be helping coffee growers, cooperative that was formed in 2011, and I'm going to help them develop a strategic business plan. They know how to grow coffee, they know how to harvest coffee, but that's the end of the story. I'm going to teach them the hard part, and but it's fun. Many people that go to Uganda throw out fish. I don't do that. I teach them how to fish. That's what I do. I kept in touch with my Ugandan hosts 2 years ago. I will be revisiting them, as well as working in southern Uganda. I do volunteer work for CNFA Inc. That stands for Citizens Network for Foreign Affairs, based in Washington, D.C., and is funded by USAID. I go as an unpaid volunteer. I'm a retired businessman. I teach them everything from financial reporting and budgeting and how to run a business, the difference between management and leadership. You cannot manage people, you can manage things, buildings, equipment, money, but you cannot manage people. You lead people. And I teach them the difference between them.